Hey guys, it's Mary Elizabeth, and I recently left the charismatic movement. So, this movie is just showing some of the things that I have done and worked for my family. So, one thing that's big in our family is freezer meals because I get tired of cooking and you just need an emergency dinner. So, this is a lasagna bake. The ingredients are, as you can see on the screen, and are pretty simple. Basically, it's all the ingredients you need for lasagna minus the lasagna noodles. Any type of meat will work. I've used hamburger. This is Italian sausage. You could use ground turkey, kind of whatever you have on hand. If you do use Italian sausage, though, definitely remove the casings, as you see here. So lasagna bake came about just because I didn't want to spend the money on lasagna noodles when I could spend, 98 cents per pound for just regular, whatever pasta you want to use. So you're going to cook up your meat. If you use hamburger or turkey, you could throw an onion in there. I've also thrown in different vegetables. Then you're going to cook the pasta, the 2 pounds of whatever kind you like. And then you're going to make the sauce. When you're making the sauce, the cooking of the meat and the cooking of the pasta is happening at the same time, just so that you can be in and out of the kitchen in the least amount of time possible. It just it goes so much faster, and it really makes it worth it for having a dinner that night and then having 3 more for the freezer. This particular day, I was making dinner for me and my family, and then also there was a friend, and she had littles, and they were really sick, and they just needed a dinner brought over. So I made it, and I took them over, and it worked out great. So I am putting some cheese into the sauce as well, just because it's not like the traditional lasagna with all the layers. So I'll put some of the cheese in, and that's what it looks like, all mixed up. And then we have the assembly, and I realized pretty quickly that that I wasn't gonna have enough room in this bowl, because usually what I do is I usually mix it all in my pasta pot, but it was still just a really big batch for some reason. I'm not really sure why it ended up so big. And so I had to run downstairs and grab my roasting pan. So then you put everything in there, mix it all up, and then you can start putting things into your pan. What I do is I think of servings. So, my husband will probably have, 2.5 scoops. My kids will probably have, 1 scoop each. And then I usually do a little bit of extra. And then that is a pretty good kind of way to measure. And then for my freezer dinners too, we also use these just one-time use aluminum pans with the lids. It just, for the easy, for sake of ease, I guess, it just works out really well because then I can just throw it away. And, or same like if I give it to my friend, she doesn't have to worry about giving a pan back to me. And so this cheese is Italian, so I used an Italian shredded and then some mozzarella, and we're just topping it. And then you're going to bake it, whether frozen or thawed, just like you would a lasagna from the store. So if it's frozen, it's going to want to be like 450 for, 45 minutes to an hour or so. Obviously, the day I make it, it's not frozen. So I just heat it up until it's warm through. And there it is.